guys, welcome back to this week of the Sam and Max show. First off, I just want to say I got both of my predictions right last week.
Lucky.
So this will make the Super Bowl predictions actually exciting. We'll have a tiebreaker.
And she'll lose this time.
I don't know. So speaking about losers, let's talk about the Packers and the Bills. We're going to talk plenty about the Chiefs and Bucks next week when we go over our Super Bowl predictions. So starting with the Bills, they put up a good fight, but in the end, Chiefs and Mahomes were too good, and the Bills lost. So what's up with them? Are they going to be back next year?
I think they will be. I think they'll be in the same position and probably contenders for a Super Bowl. They could be in the Super Bowl next year. They have a solid core to build around. Josh Allen, who should be a top 5 QB for the next decade and a half, maybe, and Coach of the Year candidate Sean McDermott. So, Bills fans are feeling pretty good about their chances next year.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Bills are definitely still going to be in it. How about the Packers? They definitely had a tough loss. I know fans are a little bit upset about some officiating calls.
Just a little, yeah.
Okay. And your prediction from last week that the team that had the most turnovers was going to lose, that didn't really come true.
No, the Packers really failed at taking advantage of turnovers. I mean, Tom Brady threw 3 picks, and I believe they only scored 6 points off of those. So I expected those offenses to move at will, but Bucks defense did a pretty good job at shutting down Rodgers when it came down to it. So.
Okay, so the Packers are. What are they going to be up to next year?
I think they're in the similar position to the Bills. They have a strong core to build around. Great coach in Matt LaFleur. One caveat is Rodgers. I mean, all quarterbacks decline eventually. I don't think it'll be next year, but the clock is ticking on the Packers' time to make it to the Super Bowl, get Rodgers his second ring.
Man, yeah. So I feel like the Packers have been great forever, so it's going to be interesting to see when Rodgers actually declines a little bit.
This is their problem. 1-4 in NFC Championship games. Yep.
Okay, so on to our NFL awards predictions. First, starting with the MVP.
Well, this Packers fans can be happy about at least. This should be Aaron Rodgers' award.
Right.
And it's slam dunk, I think. It's his. Most passing touchdowns in the league. To just 5 interceptions. He'll win this award.
I mean, and your runner-up is Patrick Mahomes, but the difference there is like 10 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers had 10 more touchdowns, and Patrick Mahomes had more interceptions.
Right.
Just an interesting point really quick. The MVP award has really just turned into the best quarterback in the league.
It really has, and I guess we can sort of go into our Offensive Player of the Year predictions here too. But I can't remember the last time there was a serious non-QB involved in this. Maybe, J.J. Watt back in the day, he had the best defensive season maybe all time, and Aaron Rodgers won that year with a great QB season, to be fair, but it's been done before and it'll be done again. So, yeah, it's a QB award.
Okay, but then you have your Offensive Player of the Year is really just the Offensive Player, not counting QBs of the year.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Because if we want to be honest, maybe Rodgers should win that award too, the Offensive Player of the Year, or Mahomes. But but it's going to go to Derrick Henry. He's the best non-QB this year, I think. 2,000 yards, more than 2,000 yards rushing. He broke into that club. Not many running backs do that, especially not in today's league, and 17 touchdowns.
Holy, yeah, that's insane. And your runner-ups, you have Kelsey and Diggs. Both had awesome seasons, but I think with Derrick Henry, he just kind of crushed it. I think he's got this.
Great seasons, 1 and 2 in receiving yards, but yeah.
And then I think we have Defensive Player of the Year. This one's a little bit more of a toss-up. We have Aaron Donald and T.J. Watt, and the difference here is just 2 sacks.
Yeah, I think you have to go Aaron Donald here. I know there's a sack difference, but Aaron Donald, he gets doubled and even triple teamed sometimes on plays. And so, that sack difference is there, but you just have to look at the whole way he impacts the game on the defensive side.
Right.
He does everything.
I'm a little interested. I'm going to go with T.J. Watt just because I think a lot of times stats kind of dominate things, and he's got 15 stacks compared to Aaron Donald's 13. So
2 sack difference, huh?
But it's up in the air. I'm not super confident about that one. And then we have another toss-up with Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah. Both your Justins, Justin Jefferson and Justin Herbert. Who do you got?
I'm going to go with Justin Jefferson. I mean, he was on fire this season. Crazy receiver production as a rookie. I'm sure he made a lot of fantasy football owners pretty happy. I'm not even sure he was drafted in most leagues. So, yeah, you got to go with Justin Jefferson here, I think.
Okay, I'm going to go with Justin Herbert just because I think he had a great QB rookie season, and he's got a lot of potential coming up in this league. So,
for sure.
Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Chase Young, right?
Yeah, I think Chase Young.
No discussion. that.
Okay, cool. And then we have our comeback player of the year.
Yeah, it's Alex Smith. I mean, great story for the NFL this year. I mean, that leg injury, we didn't think he'd be coming back to play football.
Yeah.
I mean, there was talks he might die from infection. Yeah, it's incredible.
And then to come back like this, I think he's definitely winning this award.
Yeah, and now he should retire. Let his wife calm down.
Yeah.
I think he proved all he needed to prove.
Right. Okay, and then we have our Coach of the Year, and I think the runner-up and the Coach of the Year award are both going to go to coaches who brought their teams who hadn't had much playoff success in the past. And this year, they had a little bit of that. Fans are going to be pretty happy.
Yeah, and I'm assuming you're talking about Browns and Bills fans here.
Yes.
Kevin Stefanski and Sean McDermott, who we mentioned earlier. Yeah, I mean, two great coaches that, are going to be around for a while, I think. And their teams are going to be seeing some more playoff success.
Yeah, bringing some teams up that we hadn't heard of. Browns in a fat minute. So, I think that's all we've got for this week's episode.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see who actually wins these awards. We have a couple toss-ups.
My predictions will be right. Yeah.
We'll see about that. So make sure to tune in next week when we dive into the Super Bowl predictions. Super Bowl 55?
55.
55. Super Bowl 55. Let's see who wins this one. And we're going to end it